SDBronco, I would say that your analysis is very uncommon. It's not like it can't happen. There are people who get into the medical profession who are doing it for different reasons than I have seen, and they seem to be able to work with it and do good. Chasing after someone who is in scrubs because you're attracted to them, it doesn't happen very often, but if you've got the guts to go the distance, I say whatever works. But for the most part, no. It is probably more common to find people who are getting into the medical profession who want to do it because they think are going to make a lot of good money at it. That is a far more common scenario, I think, than the one that you mentioned. The problem is that you're going to be a burned out medic or nurse really fast if that is what you're going to get into. I have seen things that you would not believe that removes the excitement or the titillation, if you call it, of seeing other naked people, everywhere from straight men with their girlfriends who are trying to manipulate their prostate when they're having sex, and they get something stuck inside of them up their rear that they can't remove, and they come in all in a panic, and I need help, get it out. I hate aquarium lamps, and I have seen it. Trust me. And it's like, I'm not here to judge. I put on a pair of rubber gloves, I get another RN, you tell me what I'm going in to get. All right? If it's anything dangerous I can't handle, I'm getting a fucking doctor as soon as possible. The thrill of like seeing anybody naked or other people erodes really quickly when you are dealing with an eviscerant wound that has puritic infectious drainage, and you're having to care for this person and requires personal protective equipment. Or you get puked on, or you get peed on, or God only knows what. I mean, people are not in their best stages of health when they come to see you. They're really desperate and they need someone to help them. If you're not dedicated to putting your knowledge and your services to helping badly injured or ill people who really need you to have nowhere else to go, you're probably in the wrong business. Like I said, it can happen. I just think it's very rare. I mean, you get over the embarrassment, first of all, really quickly, of having to deal with other naked patients, including females who I've had to, some of them because they get out of surgery or they're accident victim, their bladder is full and they can't pee. And I have to tell them, I need to install a Foley catheter in you. And basically drain your bladder down to the last 250 mLs of urine because you've got a problem. According to ultrasound, you're loaded, you're ready to burst, and this is why you're in pain. Doctor ordered it. I'm a man. I'm going to have to fiddle around in your private parts. But the last thing on my mind is the fact they are opposite gender, is to basically help them get better. Same thing with men, even though I happen to be winky, it's like I'm not necessarily straight. I'm not here to play around with your private parts. You have a problem. I need to put an IV or a catheter in you to drain your bladder as well. And this means that I'm going to be taking a long rubber hose. I'm going to stuff it up inside your dick, until I can drain the urine out of you, because you have a serious health problem. You get to see everything in this business. Things that I never would have believed. I've had my best day and my worst day be the same day. I got to be serve as intern on medevac helicopter rescue team. And I'm like all stoked. Wow, I really get to do this. Jesus, it's just all this training I get to use is going to be put to test. Why am I going with this? Why am I only student being drawn? Because you were the only one who is AED heart start defibrillator certified. Oh, fine. Okay, great. I'm glad I took that test and I learned on that machine, and practice on, in the hospital, first on mannequins and then other people. And okay, yeah, I can do this. We land at an accident. A bad one. And my patient is 59 and he is injured badly. 5 minutes into air vac, he went asystolic. His heart stopped beating. I gave him chest compressions for damn near 30 minutes, the entire ride to the hospital. Thank God I go to the fucking gym and I am good shape and I have strong arms and shoulders. This is one of the reasons I work out as hard as I do. I'm going to need this. Once Cecilia, our lead technician, got a midline IV into him. I hit him with 5 milligrams of epinephrine twice. I hit him with 120 and then 150 joules. She wanted to call it cold blue. I'm like, give me 180. And she's like, what? Just fucking give me 180. I hit him so hard with 180, I bounced him off the floor of the helicopter. Nothing. He's still asystolic. We land back in Scottsdale. And 1:38 p.m. that Thursday afternoon, we all signed cold blue papers. He didn't make it. I was grateful to be a student because I didn't have to be the one to go tell the family. But there are sometimes even a grown man someplace has to walk up someplace and cry. I did everything I could, and I know it. And maybe even went beyond what they would have done. Welcome to the first day of being an intern in an emergency medevac helicopter rescue team. My best day and my worst day, the same day. I think the point of all of this is that there are many people who join the medical profession for all kinds of reasons. But in my opinion, that those evaporate fairly quickly when the reality sets in. And either your heart and your soul is in this, or it is not. You either can do it or you can't. I have seen more naked people than porn producer from Vegas, Seymour Butts. And that is his real name. It's not a joke. It doesn't matter. I'm grateful to have a partner who is a Native American Navajo Apache who understands my profession and is very supportive of me in the background when I come home. Thank God for bringing him into my life. Sometimes he is my stability at the end of tough day, and it goes back and forth. There are times when I have been so spent, I thought, I can't give anymore. I'm done. You are part psychologist, you are emotional support, you are patient educator, you are medical administrator, you take orders from the doctors. You're everything to this person whose family cannot help them, and when the doctor can't constantly be around to do it, you're the one caring for this person to help them come back to the highest level of self-sufficiency possible so they can go home and get on with their lives from whatever happened to them. And it is difficult. And I've had those moments where I feel so spent that I thought, I can't give anymore, I'm done. And then I have a patient who is so miserable, it took me like half an hour to get to talk to her and to get her to realize that she is on so many medications. Of course she's depressed. And it comes out that she feels like a burden, and she's humiliated because she puked on my scrubs, and she feels worthless, and on and on and on. And it took me like about a half an hour until we were laughing. And I told her, it's like, come back later on, you can puke on me again if you want to for entertainment. And this is at the time where I thought, it's like maybe I am doing the wrong thing. And then all of a sudden the patient turns around and is giving therapy to the medical student, where she grabbed me and she hugged the stuffing out of me, and she's like, sweetheart, I don't know where you're going to wind up. This is a hard profession, but whatever you do, don't give up. She says, whatever it is that your heart is set on, you are in the right profession, and it is working with students and people like you that have made coming in to the hospital to have a total right hip arthroplasty from a broken bone, hip replacement, has been made all that much better because of it. And she's sitting there hugging the stuffing out of me, giving me emotional support. And I couldn't help but like her in the first place. And I walked out to her room with those batteries fully charged back again and hit the floor, and I'm ready to go. And I'm like, this is why I'm in it. Most people either wind up in this direction or they don't. There's a few who can make it for the money, but they're rather cold, and I think they will bomb out fairly fast. Anything else is almost incidental. I think it disappears quick, and you either find out you're cut out for this or you're not. This is the long and short of it. I tried to think of a way to type this out, but that is about the only way that I could actually come up with explanation to make any sense was to make video. I hope maybe this answered your question. Okay. Ja, Ozibuna. You have good day.